Welcome back, people, to the show Astro Healing 975. I'm your host, Scorpio 7. In the last episode, we talked about the element fire, the last astrological sign in the element fire, which is Sagittarius, the sign of expansion, of knowledge, of adventure, fun. Okay, the sign that brings a lot of joyful connections. Now, we're going to dive into another element, which is called the water element. In the water element, you'll find three signs that are in this water element. You find Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Now, what is the quality of the water element? Water element is a intuitive sign. People in the water element, you'll see they're intuitive. They're really empathic. Okay, and some would say they're kind of a psychic. Okay, so you really find also the main characteristic of the water element of all these of all those three signs is the emotional side. This is a sign that's really, those signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, are really emotional. So they dive into the emotional nature of life. So they have a deep understanding of the emotional side there is to life, how emotion, and the emotion is a lot of power. So they get their power from the emotions, from how they feel. So they could, let's say, if they love you, they love you to the end. If they hate you, they hate you to the end. They have a feeling of they feel deeply the emotions. So that's approximately how they react to life. So you see fire, the fire element was about a sparkling energy, okay, about starting something, about creating something, about being ambitious, about having that drive. The water element is more about feeling, so it's more about feeling the environment. So those people are really sensitive to their environment. Okay, it's about empathy, being empathic, understanding how people work, what's wrong, how come somebody's crying, how come somebody's feeling anger. Okay, so and they try to do things that are meaningful in society and with their emotions. Okay, so this is the main characteristic of the water element. Now we'll start. It's only fair that we start with Scorpio. Okay, since we are already in Scorpio season. So if you're born between October 20th to November 21st, you would fall into the Scorpio season. So you would be, your sun sign is set in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is a deep and mysterious sign, kind of the more complex signs in all of the 12 signs. Because Scorpio, you just don't get him from the bat. There's several layers to that person. That person is you see he's really observant. Is really the main characteristic. Some people would describe those people are paranoid. They don't trust people. They don't trust anything. So the main model of the Scorpio is to doubt everything in order to trust something. Okay, so those are their models. The model. So we're gonna dive into some characteristic of the Scorpio. First of all, the Scorpio is a water sign, and it's a fixed water, meaning it's somebody that would be focused and stubborn in their ways. Okay, so if they're fixed on an idea, they'll follow to the idea to the end. It's what they think. Nobody can steer them away from what they think is their reality. So it's a fixed sign. It's really determined. It's really focused. And another characteristic of Scorpio, it's the all or nothing approach. To them, there's no gray zone. It's either black or it's either white. Okay, so it's between so they're going between opposites. It's either like you or they hate you. Okay, so there's never in between or that type of mentality. What else? I would say they're the deep thinker. They're the investigator. They like to research things. They know what, like I told you, the motto is to doubt everything in order to trust something. So they want to get to the bottom of it. Okay, so if you look at the water element, you see the surface of the water, the depthness of the water, Scorpio. That's how deep their emotions go. That's how deep they want to get. If you go into a conversation with somebody, you see that person is going deep, chances are they're a water sign, and chances are also they might be a Scorpio. And so they're really observant, I would say, of their environment, of the people they deal with, because because there's a bit of paranoia in their approach. Okay, not trusting, not what's the intention. They want always to go beyond, because they believe, another thing they believe in is the cause and effect. If there's a cause and effect of that cause. So why? There's always that question, why? So that's why it's a deep, complex sign. Okay, so it might attract people because people that's not superficial will attract them, because Scorpio always want to get to the bottom of it, like to know the real reason, the real you. So that's basically them. Okay, could be considered a psychologist. Okay, they're real because they always want to understand the why of things. How should I put it? Of course, you would recognize a Scorpio. Let's say you come up inside a room. I know somebody, I've met somebody like that. It's like that. They're inside a room. You think they're shy, but they're not shy. They're here. They're observing everything. They're picking up the vibe. You know, is this something? Is this they'll ask their question. Is it the vibe I want to get into? Is this, they're always questioning themselves. So it's a really complex sign to get to know. Okay, because they don't expose themselves. Like, let's say a Sagittarius will come into the room, it's joy, it's what are we doing next, but it wouldn't be like that same approach. Okay, but deep down, since they lack they want to get to the bottom of things, always the truth and everything, they want to grasp something that's real, realizing that, like most people, we live, the world is an illusion. It's not what we're seeing is not the real thing. So they're always questioning themselves. So you would find a person with that quality be very loyal. So in terms of Ifi, after an investigation of the real nature of somebody, if he find that person with a pure intention, so he's gonna gravitate towards that person. That's the cue that lets them know, oh, I can trust that person. Oh, this, So it takes time for Scorpio to open up, but once they do, you find that they're most loyal people, and that's about it. And then since they're about deep emotion, they tend to be revengeful, so they always remember of things. They'll probably never, some of them never act on it, but their memory is like phenomenal. They'll remember if you did something to him, why, when, and they don't let go of it. It's always wandering in their head. So I would say that's about it for the Scorpio. Very intuitive, very sensitive and concerned with the justice. They want to leave an impact. If something's not right, they want to, kind of a fixer. That's how I would describe the Scorpio vibe. Okay, so that's the element of the Scorpio for now. Okay, so the next element we'll be touching is another feeler of the water elements, the Cancer. This one is a special one. It's a feeler, so it's also sensitive as a Scorpio. Okay, so this was Scorpio 7. This is my take on the Scorpio. Okay, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, this show is about you. It's about knowing yourself, knowing the people you deal with, to form better, stronger relationship, and to understand yourself first of all. Okay, so this is Scorpio 7. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend that we're on.